Hello, beautiful heart and souls. Lynn here. Welcome to my channel, Tune Into Love. Thank you for joining me for another pick a card reading. This reading is going to be a soul message, whatever message your soul wants you to know at this time. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I'm grateful to be here to share these messages with you. Take a few moments and a nice deep breath and really tune into your intuition. We have 3 different groups to choose from. Group 1 is the Milky Way perspective. Group 2 is the Stone People vigilance. And group 3 is Gaia nurturing. So whichever group is calling strongest to your intuition, there's a message for you. And I'm going to pull tarot cards and oracle cards as we go here. So I will place timestamps in the description below for all of you. Thank you so much again for tuning in. To all my subscribers, thank you. Welcome back. And if the messages resonate, please be sure to subscribe so that we can tune in together. Let's start with group number 1. All right, group number 1. How are all of you beautiful heart and souls? Thank you so much once again for tuning in with me. I'm so grateful to be here and share these messages. They're always so beautiful as they come through. So I'm feeling the perspective here, the intuitive perspective that you hold, that I hold, that we all hold within us somewhere. And I feel like there is an expansion of your perspective happening here that is going to be deeply profound for you in some way. I feel this as like a very magical spiritual time for you, a time when you're really open to new perspectives, you're open to seeing things from new angles, new feelings, new thoughts, new ideas, new inspirations. Maybe it's something you weren't open to before. However, something's shifted in your life, something's happened that has served as some sort of catalyst for growth in your world. And it's really asking you to explore a new perspective in your reality, something that allows you, helps you, assists you in aligning with your true authentic self. So let's get a Bob Ross card here. This is the 2 of Hearts or the 2 of Cups. This is beautiful. This is not something you should labor over or worry about. Enjoy it. If painting does nothing else, it should make you happy. So this is really beautiful. I feel like this is clarifying. This is like, it could be a new relationship, romantic relationship, lover type of relationship that's entering into your world. It could be that you're being asked to see through another eye's perspective. So it's sort of, it could be like a surprise, like a surprise exploration is what I want to say, or a surprise journey into new perspectives, things you would have never known before had you not met this person. There's a person here or some sort of relationship situation that you are manifesting into your life if it hasn't already, and it's expanding your views in the world. It's showing you things that you've never even knew were existing in the world before. So this is really beautiful. It's something that maybe you thought, or maybe you've never even thought about it before. Like, it feels like it's something so new to you that you had no idea it even existed. And here you are, in this beautiful new relationship that is opening your heart in so many ways. And I don't even want to say opening your heart. I want to say filling your heart. Like it to the point where it's like, as it fills, it expands even more and creates more room for more to experience. And it's really exciting. It's like, wow, it may be even challenging your perspectives in life and showing you that life isn't always what it seems. It's not always what it appears to be. And it's something to be excited about. This is not something you should labor over or worry about. Enjoy it. If painting does nothing else, it should make you happy. So this is truly about enjoying your life no matter what. It's about letting go of things having to be hard or having to work for it. This is just something that's going to be fun and exciting and showing up in your reality like, wow, it feels like a gift. It feels like a treasure. It feels like something amazing. Okay, we've got the Tower, the Fool, and the 9 of Pentacles. So now this can apply to a situation where you may be coming out of a relationship, and this could apply to going into something new. However, I feel like in this particular situation, this could be for someone who was in a relationship and maybe you are becoming single for the first time in your life. Maybe something happened that really shook your foundation to the core here with the Tower, a spiritual awakening, some sort of awakening that's happened in your life. You want more out of your life. You want to follow your heart, your dreams. You really want to go after that which is meant to be for you. So this full energy of, infinite possibilities, like a clean slate, the whole future before you, anything could happen, anything's possible. And this time there's nothing to fear. Like, it's all good. It's all good coming your way. And I feel like with the Nine of Pentacles here, you're really feeling, or will be feeling, very independent, very sovereign, very self-sufficient, self-reliant, and worthy and valued and appreciated for who you are. It's like a feeling of self-love that you may have never experienced before had this situation not occurred. So if there hasn't been an unexpected event in your reality, there could be one on the horizon, according to the cards. That's what I'm feeling. This could be something that you want, and it could be something that you didn't know you wanted. Like, I feel like whatever this is, it's something that deep down you knew needed to happen for your greater good, for you to really embrace your true, authentic path of happiness, of joy, of prosperity, of abundance. I feel you very abundant here. I feel you very prosperous, very happy with yourself, very confident, feeling really good that no matter what's happened, it's led you to this place within yourself that no one can ever take away from you. Okay, it's a place of sovereignty. It's a place of knowing yourself and loving yourself, and no one can ever change that perspective about you again. So I feel like this is really beautiful. It could be that you always thought one way of yourself, and now going through challenges and seeing how strong you truly are, experiencing how strong you really are, courageous, brave, not giving up with following your heart and your dreams. It's like your rewards are infinite, and they're you're attracting all of them, okay? So this is really beautiful. And it's like life, no matter what, the experience of life itself is such a gift, and it's so precious. And when we stay true to our hearts and to love, no matter what happens, we're always protected, we're always guided, we always feel comforted, there's always relief, and there's so many gifts that we would have never even got to experience had we not gone through some hardships. So this is really positive and really beautiful. Let's get a few more here, just clarifying. Yeah, so there's some things that you may have feared about change. However, it was inevitable. It was meant for your growth, your spiritual growth, your physical growth, your mental growth, emotional, all of it. I feel like whatever this was, it really served as a catalyst to facing your fears. It was like what you needed to face whatever fears were presenting themselves. It gave you that push. It gave you the courage to do what you needed to do because, there was nothing else you could do. And I feel like this Three of Cups energy with the Fool, there's a celebration with friendship and love and feeling surrounded by the universe in a loving way, celebrating, feeling the ease, of the worries gone, the stress gone of that situation or relationship or whatever it was, okay? And with the Page of Wands here and the Nine of Pentacles, it's like the future is yours. The future is yours to decide. The opportunities, the paths that you can go down are infinite. You can go wherever you want. You can do whatever you want. This is like complete freedom with that very beautiful, pure heart of spirit where you're just excited and like almost giddy because you get to choose what you're doing in your life. You get to choose what you want to manifest. You get to choose who you are every single moment of the day and night, and there's no one that's ever going to be able to stop you ever again. So that's really beautiful. I love it. It's a time for planning new adventures, entertaining new inspired ideas and thoughts. And I feel like there's going to be inspiration that you receive in the most magical of ways, that you get to try things and do things that you never imagined you'd be able to. It's going to be really fun. There's a youthful energy here. And whatever fears that you're being asked to face, you're going to be able to face them with ease, with gentleness, with all the support you need. It's whatever this Tower moment was here, it's something that needed to happen for you to really be able to face those. So I feel like that your soul really, it's like setting you up for success and what you truly want in life. And this shift in perspective, it's like there's a gratitude that comes with that, and an appreciation and an understanding of your own self and what you want out of life. We have, from the Island Time Wellness, we have mirror. Mirroring each other, self-image, relationships reflect our wounds, introspection. So I feel like this is, for you, you've been able to really see yourself, to see yourself in another, to have your own wounds, fears, programs, whatever they are, reflected to you in someone else. And it really helped you see what you needed to see so that you could fully align with yourself authentically, fully align with your yeses, fully align. It's like knowing what you don't want so you know what you do want. And I feel like the most important thing is to remember to be grateful for this relationship, whatever this relationship was or is, that it's a part of who you are today. Without this relationship, you would have never had these realizations. You wouldn't have this freedom that you're walking into. So again, I'm feeling like, your soul really wants you to embrace it with gratitude, even though it was difficult. If it was, I'm sure it was. I can feel it. To be grateful for what you witnessed, what you saw, what you experienced, because it's showing you who you really are and who you're really not, okay? And it's helping really clarify that for you in some big ways that, it's unforgettable. You'll always know who you are no matter what, and there's no one that can ever change that again, okay? So let's get some oracle cards for you. Let's see what the energy oracle wants you to know at this time. Walking away. So it's definitely time for you to walk away from this situation, this relationship. And this is a positive thing. It's like by choosing to stay in the love, stay in your heart, remain rooted and grounded in love, and walk away knowing that this was all meant to be for you, you're allowing yourself to align with who's truly meant for you. And, allowing your heart to heal, celebrating your freedom, celebrating your singleness, if that's what it is right now, becoming single and feeling the freedom to be who you truly are. You're allowing yourself to align with the right partner, the right people, the right situations and relationships. And this woman, she's walking away happily. It's not like she's running out of there, she's scared. She's just like, it's time for me to move forward. The situation I was in, I've outgrown. It's no longer serving my own growth. I want to go explore. I want to go see what's out there. I want to see what's meant for me. And so it's like there's a fondness, though, as she's looking back, a gratitude for that nurturing environment that helped her get to that point in life. And now it's time for you to, walk through these beautiful gates onto the next adventure. And I feel like it's, there's a beautiful adventure ahead for you. And it's time for you to walk away from this situation or relationship, okay? Let's see what the Ascended Masters want you to know. And I feel like through this, there's been many lessons, especially with the Devil card showing up here. It's helping you see where you may have been. It's like your perspective was keeping you in bondage or keeping you in a state of lack or limitation or not being able to truly see your full self. And I feel like even as you're, moving forward, it's not like you're leaving anyone behind. It's not like you're abandoning ship or anything like that. It's honestly like a progression of your soul, of your growth. And so there's peace moving forward, and there's also an ability to really perceive what is true for you, what is truth versus fear, or fear versus love, all of that stuff. And fear is a part of love. It's it's a part of learning what we don't want and learning what we do. And there's a healthy fear and there's an unhealthy fear, right? So I feel like you're really embracing fear and love. And, it's not so much like I'm even hearing the word evil. Like, to me, evil is the absence of love. So there's no absence of love here with you. You're fully embracing love. And I feel like you're also beginning to see fear in a new way. How it teaches you, how it helps you stay aligned with your path and your path alone. And how important it is for you to follow your intuition and your inspired thoughts and your inspired feelings and ideas, because the feelings and thoughts and ideas that are not inspired, that's where we get into the energy of evil, where it's the absence of love. It's not serving us. It's bringing us down. It's detouring us in all sorts of directions. And sometimes we need to take those detours to learn certain things. However, when we stay in our heart, then we really learn the lessons. We really get the full understanding and the knowledge of that situation. If we choose to, reject the love and that, really, and we focus on the absence of it, then we miss the whole thing altogether. So whatever this is, I feel like the devil card here has actually been a wonderful teacher for you in self-empowerment and not being afraid of your own decisions, not being afraid to be alone, not being afraid, letting go of fear and yet respecting fear for what it is, because fear can serve as love's warning, like, don't go down that path. You've been there, you don't need to do it again. And so I feel like you're moving forward with this renewed sense of empowerment in a way that you've never been able to perceive it before. And finally, after some time, you're really able to do that. Okay. We have retreat into nature from Green Man. So I feel like going into nature is going to really rejuvenate your childlike spirit, your heart, breathing fresh air. I feel like nature wants to, put on some magical shows for you and just show you how magical life can truly be. And it'll feel really good and really nurturing. Like, I feel like when you're out in nature, excuse me, you'll feel really nourished. You'll feel really happy and like held in love's arms and nature's arms, like nature's whispers. Like, I feel like it'll be so rejuvenating for your heart and spirit. And if you feel overwhelmed or you feel scared, or you just need a little bit of inspiration or pick me up, if you take a little trip into nature, I feel like it's every time, without fail, it's always going to revigorate you and renew you and remind you, of how beautiful this life truly is, and how precious you are, and how important you are, and how loved you are as well. Okay. Let's get one here from the Wisdom of Avalon. I just got a feeling too, like, being able to really go outside at night and enjoy the stars again. Like, even if you're all alone, going outside your house or wherever you are and just being under the stars by yourself. Like, I feel like there's this sense of experiencing life in a way that you may not have ever experienced before, or it may have been some time. However, it's going to feel really good. Like, I just feel like there's going to be a lot of new insight that you're going to be receiving, downloads, all that stuff. We have the Novice and the Dog. Okay, so again, the Novice here, this is a card of innocence, beginner, ignorance, new skill without practice, and unstable curiosity, the number 5. It's change, it's growth, it's like being a student in a new subject or a new topic. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Don't be afraid of trying new things. Just keep in mind the awareness that it's new for you. So you don't want to jump into something that you're not fully aware of without first feeling into it and learning a little bit about it. And if you feel into something, or you try something and it's not for you, it's totally fine. Like, you can say, this isn't for me, without feeling guilt or anything like that. I feel like this is a time where you get to practice new skills, practice new things, and you'll find what you really enjoy and you'll find what you really don't. There's an energy of innocence with it, where it's like you have the freedom right now to explore. You have the freedom to try new things without feeling like you have to make a commitment to it for the rest of your life. It's like taking classes and seeing like if this was something that really interests you or not. And I feel like you'll still be able to give it your full attention and presence and energy to see if it's something you truly want in your life. And that's what's so beautiful about this period in your life, or this time in your life, is that anything that you feel guided towards, there's a reason for it. So you're like embracing it, as a student, embracing everything that you can to learn more about who you are. And with the Dog here, with loyalty, sincerity, unconditional love, the number 19, we also have 27, the number 9. So the 9 of Pentacles, I feel like it's, you're like at the end of one phase and moving into the next, with new opportunities, like right there for you. May be already receiving new opportunities, new ideas. And And I feel like you have, this energy of friendship around you that is really, really strong. So whenever you feel like you need strength or you feel like you need to talk, I feel like that will be there for you. And you'll be guided to what, whom or whatever it is that uplifts your spirits, that affirms who you are, affirms what you're feeling, affirms everything in some way, shape, or form, okay? And I feel like even though it's like the ending of one phase, it's like the beginning of another in a way that they're kind of overlapping. So there'll be days where you feel a little bit less energetic, and then there'll be some days where you feel really good until you get into this like, until it's like being here at the gate. You're still kind of like in between, the old and the new. So you may feel this like push pull sort of thing. Like, you'll feel really, really good. And then you'll have a day where you feel a little bit down and reminiscent of the past. And, that's also serving you though. Like when you feel anything like that, it's serving to help you have realizations, have moments of reflection with yourself. And that's a good time to journal or to just take a personal day to yourself and read some books, like even finding new books at the bookstore, like just whatever it is that nourishes you, because you will have days where you feel a little bit down, and that's actually an opportunity for you to, learn something new that you may not have ever done before. So, or been able to learn before, because you need to feel those things in order to process them and integrate them into your experience. And I feel like it's going to be really helpful and really enjoyable. Like you're going to have like moments where you feel emotional in all the best ways, because it's affirming what you feel. It's affirming like how far you've traveled. It's affirming like feelings and emotions that were really difficult to experience, and that you're not alone in this journey. We've all experienced some difficult things. I know I have experienced quite a few difficult things, and there have been days where I was feeling really down, and finding a new book at the bookstore or something and reading someone else's journey and their experience with it, and being able to cry in my own way and release that emotion and feel connection with others in this world, and feel stronger for it, feel like a better person for it, being able to, feel confident in myself, that I can reassure myself that I'm not going to just let myself spiral down. Those were the moments that really helped me see who I really was and how strong we really are, and how simple it can be. And at the same time, it's not always so simple, so congratulations, keep going and embrace this, energy of innocence and being a novice, and, that curiosity to learn and to keep growing. And, if you need to feel inspired by other stories, that you can always tune into that in so many ways, especially through reading books or watching movies, anything that moves your heart and soul. That allows you to receive the inspiration that you need. And then you'll have days where you just want to share and be creative and do all of that. So I don't know, I feel a lot happening here. So just make sure that you stay calm and be good to yourself. It's a time where you really get to nurture yourself and your well-being. It's not so much about everybody else as it is about you right now. Okay, let's get a questions card. I feel like too, it could be that you're really accustomed to being there for other people in your life, and always making sure that they're okay. And so it may feel kind of like strange and uncomfortable at first to like not have anyone to tend to. That's, like, because you're, it's like, it's not selfish or anything. It's just about learning your own, needs and desires and what fulfills your heart and soul. And when you're in that place of contentment, that's when you realize like all along what you were kind of missing in your life. Okay, let's see what this is. Why do I like my body? How have I changed from wanting my body to be different to enjoying it exactly as it is? How do I feel when I like my body? And then this was on the top here. Why am I nurtured? How do I feel when I feel nurtured? How have I changed from worrying about what I eat and drink to trusting that it is transmuted into my ideal body? So I feel like right now your soul's really asking you not to be too concerned. If you have any concerns about your body or the way that you appear, to let that go right now, because as you nurture your heart, as you nurture your mind, your body, your spirit in ways that feel good to you, it's not so much about what you eat or drink. It's more so about how you feel in your body. So if you're not paying attention to your body, and instead, like if you're feeling sad, for example, and you're like, I just want to go for a walk in the park, or I just want to lay down in my bed and watch a movie, you'll watch a good movie that moves your heart. Maybe it's funny, maybe it just is, sweet and makes you feel so happy. Those emotions that you're releasing when you're watching that movie are actually more beneficial for you than you can even imagine. So maybe you're laying there and you want to have a little bowl of ice cream or drink a soda or whatever. That's totally fine. It's better than stressing out and worrying and then just filling yourself with junk. Because when you nurture your spirit and your heart, you're naturally over time going to always make the best choices for your body when it comes to food or water or anything like that, drinks. And when you look in the mirror when you're feeling depressed or when you're feeling worried, you tend to be I know I am, tend to be overcritical of ourselves when we shouldn't be focusing on that. We should be focusing on fulfilling our hearts and reminding ourselves that we're beautiful, that we're strong, we're going through something and it's okay. Stop judging ourselves, right? So I feel like there's something here about letting go of judgments of yourself, because as you begin to feel better in your emotions and your mental well-being, you'll perceive yourself in a much better light and you won't be so critical of yourself. It could be for a while that you just don't look in the mirror while you're at home for a while unless you absolutely have to, Like if you're going out into town or whatever and you need to make sure you look decent and you don't have anything in your teeth, sort of thing. However, when you're at home or whatever, don't focus so much on your appearance in terms of like what you look like. You obviously you're going to take a shower and wear clean clothes and all of that. And at the same time, it's just like, you don't need to focus on that right now. You're perfect just as you are. You're beautiful. You're a beautiful soul. You're a beautiful being. And you're allowed to have downtime. You're allowed to be, in your pajamas, without makeup or whatever. And if you're a guy, like, you don't have to get dressed up every day. Like, it's not like that unless you go to work every day. But like if you work from home, for example, or you're at home, like it's okay. There's days where I wear my pajamas every day and, they're clean and everything, but it's like, if I'm not going anywhere, I don't need to get all dressed up and put makeup on and look in the mirror and all that stuff. And when I do, I'm happy now because I'm feeding my spirit. I'm feeding the things that are important in my life. And it's not so much about what we look like on the outside. It's more about how we feel on the inside, because what we feel on the inside is a reflection of what's on the outside, okay? No one's judging you. I'm not judging you. And I'm sure you're beautiful, absolutely stunning. I'm hearing that song, Taylor Swift, where she talks, is it the Bejeweled song? She cleans up real nice. So I feel like you just need to know you're beautiful and there's nothing for you to worry about. And it's just a part of you allowing yourself to fully heal and love yourself in the moment. And when you're going out and doing stuff with friends or whatever, of course, you're going to always, want to look your best. And that's just a part of it. So I just feel like it's something about letting go of being so critical of yourself, especially during this time. And as you really embrace who you are, like, being critical will fade away. It won't even happen anymore. You just won't even be thinking in those ways. Okay. So let me see. Let's get one here from Wisdom of the Oracle for some advice. Flexible. Number 19, again, we have the number 19, 1 and 9. It's like this, being, this is beautiful. Just being flexible, going with the flow, allowing yourself to adapt to whatever environment, situation, relationship that you're in. I feel like you're able to do that. It's like there's just a knowing that that's what you're going through right now. And it's helping you become even more flexible and fluid. And it's like the tree that doesn't break. You learn to bend, you learn to go with things. And as you do, that brings in a sense of relief and ease and comfort, and also possibilities of new adventures and new opportunities and, new feelings to experience, things that you are allowing yourself to finally receive. And, I feel like too here with the flexibility, it's like, and speaking of the body, it could be that you're just at home doing your thing, you have some music on and you do a little dance, or you stop and do some stretches and some yoga poses, like without schedules. Maybe it's like letting go of any schedules when it comes to if you work out or something like that, or you're used to doing something daily for your body. This is just one of the messages coming through with this, is that It's just maybe allowing yourself to be more spontaneous or in the moment or in the flow, and just allowing your body to kind of guide you when it wants to move or stretch, or when it wants to be seen, so to speak, to yourself, to you. And, you know, and it's like, as you do that, you'll feel and flow with what's right for you. It's going to help you shift your perspective in a really positive way for yourself, and just help you continue growing in whatever way that you're meant to grow. And I love that she's doing a handstand here on the egg, because I feel like this egg is full of potential for you. And it's like the face on the egg is still with eyes closed. So like, I want to say still asleep. So it's like the egg's not quite ready to hatch. And yet here you are, you know, connected to it. You're feeling it. Your body's feeling more flexible, more limber, more going with the flow. I love how it's open fields here. And, you know, it's just like, we've got the circle pattern here and the perspective. So there's something here of recognizing too that like you're at the center of your own universe, your own reality, and there's so many others just like you. And like I feel like we're all in this, you know, vast world together, and it's so beautiful to finally be in your own authenticness, in your own space, mingling with others in the same sort of energy. And yet you are still your own unique, beautiful, talented, gifted self. And it's like you're discovering all of your beautiful gifts and talents that are yours, that no one can ever take from you or change. Like, they're yours. And I just feel like it's such a beautiful time for you to really recognize them and embrace them in a way that you've never been able to before. It's really, really beautiful. Okay. And I just feel like it makes you happy. No matter what's going on, it makes you so happy. And there's nothing that's going to change that, okay? So my goodness, I'm going to pull one last card here from Nature's Whispers, just to end the message here. I truly hope this message is resonating with those who have chosen this group here. I love you all so much. You are worth it. Number 23. Oh my goodness. I feel like your soul is like telling you, you are so worth this. Like all the trouble, all the disasters, all the challenges, all the problems, you're worth all of it. And it's so true, you know, it's like you're worth it. And everything that you're, you know, about to experience, moving into experiencing in your future, now and in your future, is so worth whatever it is that you've been through. Like, it's what's allowing you to really, really like embrace all of this and feel so much gratitude for it and feel so beautiful at the same time, and also recognizing the beauty that's all around you at all times. Like, this is just so beautiful. I love the starry theme here. There's something here about nighttime with you and feeling freedom at night. You know, even just on your own, like there's a magical quality that feels really good, where it's just like you feel so strong and safe all by yourself. And there's something like so empowering about that and so freeing about that. And yet it's not that you want to be alone necessarily. It's just like you're enjoying it though. You're really, really enjoying it. And no matter what, it's beautiful. And I feel like you feel so loved by the world around you, and it's all beautiful, and you're worth it. Okay. So my goodness, group number 1, this was so beautiful. I truly hope that you stay true to yourself always, and keep going, and keep allowing your heart to lead you and guide you. And just remember that, you know, this journey is everlasting. You have all the time in the world. It's one day at a time, and it's going to continue unfolding for you in the most beautiful ways. And I am so grateful to be here and share these messages with you all. I'm planning on sharing them every day from here on out, as much as, you know, the universe, the world allows me to. However, I feel like I'm back now more consistently. So I look forward to sharing more messages with you and helping you, support you on your journey, assisting you in whatever way I can. I'm very, very grateful. It's truly my honor and my pleasure. And I will look forward to the next message that comes through for all of you. So until then, keep taking amazing care of yourselves. I love you all very, very much, and I will see you with the next message. All my infinite love as always. Peace. Hello, group number 2. Hello, group number 2. Beautiful heart and souls, how are all of you? I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. So you guys picked the Stone People, Vigilance. Okay, so this is a beautiful time for you to be very vigilant in whatever it is that you're aspiring for, whatever it is that you're becoming, whatever your goals are, whatever you're focused on right now. It's a time for you to be vigilant, you know, like a stone that shall not move. Okay, we're going to start here with the Bob Ross playing card or oracle here. I love his little quotes. See what wants to come through for you. So we have the five of clubs, or the 5 of wands. You can move mountains, rivers, trees. You can determine what your world is like. Okay? So yeah, this is, you know, with the 5 of wands, this is a time of some conflict happening, some ego conflicts happening in particular. It could be with several different people in your life. It could be with maybe different choices that you have before you. I feel like it's, you know, a matter of you really staying true to what's authentic for you, because you know in your heart what it is, and you know what you're capable of. You know what you're made of, so to speak. You can move mountains, rivers, trees. You can determine what your world is like. It's like you know exactly what's right for you. And I feel like this is a time where there's some conflict, some push and pull around this particular feeling that you have. And the message here from your soul is to stay vigilant, stay true to yourself. Do not waver, do not change your position based on someone else's ideas or what someone else wants you to do. Like, you know in your heart what's true and what's right, and it's really important for you to stay true to that, to stick with it, okay? Stone people. Don't really stone people. You're the stone person, so don't stone people. That's pretty funny. Okay, so let's see what the tarot wants you to know. We've got the 3 of Pentacles, so this is beautiful. There's the 9 of Wands. Stay persistent. Stay persistent. Focus on your gifts, your talents, what it is that you love contributing to the world, what it is you love creating, however you enjoy, like if your art projects or your work, your business, your talent, your skill, whatever that is, that really allows you to feel yourself and stay grounded in your element. It also supports your finances and whatever visions or goals that you have your sights set on. And I feel like there'll be a lot of cooperation in that area. So you'll feel the cooperation, the companionship, or the communication, the alignment with who you are, with whatever sort of conflicts happening within you. It's, you know, the wands are more spiritual in nature, more in terms of like your passions and desires being challenged. So stay true to what's, you know, solid right now. What's I want to say financial or material, like whatever it is that you're doing for work, that's going to help keep you grounded in your own self and allow you to stay focused on what you're really passionate about. I feel like you're at the end of this kind of fiery cycle where you feel like you may have been carrying some burdens. Things may have been challenging and slow going. However, you're at the end of that cycle, and with the Knight of Swords here, it's really about you going after what you want, not being afraid to speak your truth and really say what you need to say. Speak on your behalf, speak for what it is that you want, speak to the universe, speak to people, you know, let it be known what you stand for, what you're really after, and go for it. You know, don't feel like you need to hold back, because you are the one that determines what your world's like. You're the one creating your reality, and you just need to stay true to yourself and stay solid in that, like a rock, like a stone. And I love here that he's engraving stone. Like there's something here about you are very sure of what it is that you desire and want. And it may have felt like you've been carrying a load for a while of just like different ideas and different inspirations and different things. And I feel like now it's just a time for you to really go for it. Go after what you want. Use your words, or, you know, the words, like appreciate your words and how you speak to what it is that you truly desire, what it is that you truly want. Okay, let's get some clarifying cards here. Yeah, 9 of Wands again. Stay persistent, okay? Stay vigilant in what you're doing. You're like a star. You're like a star. Okay, I see a lot of victory here, a lot of healing and rejuvenation. If you're not receiving that already, it's on the horizon for you. I feel like there's a time where you feel like you've been putting it in all you've got. And I want to say she's given it all she's got, Captain. He's given it all he's got. And there's a time here where you get to rejuvenate and take some time to relax and pamper yourself a little bit. And it's also reminding you of how you need to do that, you know, so that you can keep your energy vital and fresh, so you don't get wounded or hurt, you don't have accidents, okay, you don't wear your body down. I feel like it's teaching you how to find that balance in your life where you can, you know, put in your energy, be really energetic about what you're doing, and yet there's, you know, it's about listening to your body and being able to say, you know, I need to rest right now, I need to relax right now, to let my body kind of chill out and be good to my body so that it can, you know, be around every day for the long haul. Because I feel like you're someone who's very active and, you know, you're very engaged with life. So it's good for you to have time to nurture yourself. And that will also ease any sort of tensions that are going on within yourself when it comes to like the ego or, you know, feeling indecisive about certain things. I feel like, you know, having a little downtime, a little time to rejuvenate yourself is really going to clarify things for you and really help you speak your truth with ease, really say what it is that you need or want with ease without feeling held back. Like you're going to be very victorious in that. It's almost like a transmutation of your spiritual fire and learning how to like hone it in just right. So it's really beautiful, okay? Let's see what else we got here. The golden mirror, self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. Okay, so this, I feel like this is helping you see things. It's like, again, I feel like there's finding the balance here between like who you really are and who you're really not. I feel like, you know, it's helping you see like what serves you in terms of benefiting your life, benefiting others, and what doesn't serve you. Teaching you some powerful lessons about your own self-image or how you perceive yourself or perceive others. Because I feel like, you know, when you stay true to who you really are and you speak your truth, it just helps you affirm who you really are and where you're really going, what is really important to you. It helps you stay focused on what it is that you're really manifesting, creating in your own reality, you know, creating your own world. It's showing you your own power, what's truly important to you, how you prioritize things in your life. You may be dealing with narcissistic type of relationships, you know, and witnessing what those relationships are really like or what those people are really like in your life. They could be very, you know, it's like you didn't realize how maybe self-absorbed they were, how they don't really prioritize your feelings or care about your feelings or how you see things. And so it's helping you really, I want to say, prioritize your own well-being and what you need to do to first maintain your own health and all of that. Because if you're not healthy, you know, if you're being abused, if you're feeling like you can't speak your truth, all of those things, it hinders your well-being and where you're going in your life. So I feel like these lessons are really important for you right now, and they're helping you refine yourself and mature in ways that are helping you become even more stable than you really are, or than you already are. Maybe then, what did I say? Really are. Oh, wow. I feel like there's an energy of learning here and learning lessons with different kinds of relationships in our life. And you may be more aware of like what narcissism is. And it's, you know, it's not so much about focusing on the other person at all. It's more so about like, how are we attracting this energy in our life? How are we attracting these relationships into our life? And what do we need to consciously work on in our life so that we're not attracting those types of relationships or even behaviors into our own reality? It's really healthy to look at our own selves and say, you know, where am I narcissistic on the inside? Where am I attracting this? Because once we identify it, then we're able to, you know, shift our perspective and we're able to correct. It's like there's no reason to be ashamed of making mistakes or like realizing like we've been certain ways. Maybe we've been a little bit too self-absorbed. We're not seeing things from other people's perspectives, because that's really what this Five of Wands is. It's like it's not about blaming anyone. It's about taking responsibility for yourself and your own behaviors, and everyone should be doing that. So, you know, we all have narcissistic behaviors. We all have, this self-absorbed type of energy at some point in our lives. And so it's just about becoming aware of that and becoming better at being true to who we authentically are and remembering the truth of who we are and how we all make mistakes. And it's important for us to all learn from those mistakes so that we become better people, right? So I just feel like this is helping you become more aware of your own sort of relationship with yourself and maybe how you're interacting with others. If we're being overbearing with someone, or if we're demanding too much of expecting too much of their time and energy, that we can pull back a little bit. It's really, really beautiful to see our own, stuff so that we can do what's right by ourselves and by others. Okay. So I think that's really beautiful. Let's get some energy oracle cards here. Financial constraints. So if you're having any worries or concerns right now, about your finances, just know that you're at the end of this cycle, that whatever financial worries or concerns that you have, they're on their way out. Okay. You're at the end of this right now. And it's about you staying focused and prioritized on what you need, what's necessary, what is absolutely necessary for you right now, because this is the end of financial constraint for you. I feel like with the conflict that's been going on, you may not have been as active in nurturing your finances, which is completely normal. And so it's a part of this, discovering of these patterns in our lives so that, we can clear them and get back to focusing on what's right for us. And so I feel like here with the golden mirror, it's like a reflection, when we're too self-absorbed or when we're too absorbed in other people's affairs, it takes a toll on like what's really important to us, like our finances, our foundation, all of that. So I feel a lot of successful energy around you. Like you're really wise, you're really paying attention, you're really learning from any lessons that have come your way. And there's like this energy here with the Knight and the Nine of Wands. And it's like you know where your priorities need to be. And I feel like once you identify that, it's like you're going to be able to easily let go of this energy that's kind of creating conflict in your life. That's why you're attracted to being very, vigilant in what's right for you right now. So just know that whatever financial concerns are going on right now, not to worry about it too much. Just stay focused on what you need right now, prioritize what you need, and remind yourself that abundance is on its way, that you're manifesting all of this so you never have to go through that again, okay? That's what I feel. I feel like this is showing a picture of a safe, and it's got like cobwebs in it and all of that, but the door's open. And I feel like it's just a matter of like trusting, the timing of everything, and the safe's going to be all cleaned up here. You get the cobwebs out just so you in time to fill it with all sorts of cash flow and money. Okay. That's what it feels like. But you're definitely at the end of this cycle of any tight finances. Okay. So don't worry. Just stay focused on what you need to stay focused on, and the money will just begin flowing in. Okay. Let's see what the Ascended Masters want to say. Let it go. Kuan Yin. Yeah, it's like whatever it is, like it's not nearly as important as what you're moving towards. So whatever you have no control over, let it go. All you can do is, all you have is what you have control over in your own reality, your own self. And I feel like you know what you need to do, staying focused on your priorities, staying focused on what creates abundance and well-being for your own foundation. And all the other stuff, you can let it go. Letting go of, being responsible for other people and how they behave. Letting go of any negative thoughts or programs or anything that's not serving you moving forward. It's a time for you to feel okay with letting it all go. Like it's nothing you can do to change it. All you can do is focus on yourself and change your own self and situation. It's not self-absorbed of you to do that. It's not selfish. It's what needs to happen. I feel like you're a very empathic person. You're a very loving person. You're not a narcissist. Okay. I feel like somebody's like in your reality that's, making you question and doubt yourself. And I feel like you've taken a look at like in your own life, like where have I attracted this? am I a narcissist or am I an empath, or what is, like there's something here around narcissism. And you're one of those people like me who, we've been exposed to this type of energy, this behavior, and we're all about healing it within ourselves and within others. And yet we've learned like we can't do anything for anyone. Like everyone's responsible for their own healing. Everyone's responsible for seeing the patterns, the destructive ways on their own. Like we can't convince anyone to do it. We can't force them to do it. They, certain people will not listen. They won't take it in. They don't get it. There reaches a point where enough is enough and there's nothing you can do. You've given it all you can give. You have said everything you can say. You've done everything you can think of, and now it's time to let it go because it's their responsibility. They're responsible for themselves, You're responsible for yourself, they're responsible for themselves. And you have been through so much. You're feeling run down, you're feeling tired, you're doing everything that you should be doing and a million other things on top of that. That's just how I feel. So it's time for you to let go. It's time for you to let go. Know that you can, stand your ground in what you need to. Stay focused on your finances, your foundation. That's all being cleared. Any obstacles, any lack is all being cleared. And, you are free to go after what it is you want, to speak your truth. I just feel this energy of success around you. I feel like you're a star, like you're shining. You are amazing. And that's what's so attractive about you and why people who, take advantage of others love you so much, because you're just so brilliant and attractive. And yet you needed to learn this so that you can better be aware of who you are and what you attract, like in terms of, it's just like safeguarding yourself, so to speak. It's like you've learned some things that are really important in order for you to really embrace well-being in your future, moving forward in your well-being, that gives you that longevity, that gives you that vitality and sustenance to just be yourself without feeling like you're getting pulled in a million different directions, okay? So Kuan Yin here is very gentle. She's very loving. She's very compassionate. She's all about compassion. And so have compassion for yourself, love yourself, and feel free to let it go. Let go of that which you have no control over, and trust love, that love's got it in love's energy and knows exactly what to do, okay? Let's get one here from the Wisdom of Avalon. The butterfly, beauty. I feel like it's just, this is a transformative time for you. It's transformation, and it's all about, seeing the beauty in all of it. And it's like, it really helps you refine the beauty, what beauty is for you and what it really means, what beauty really means in your life. I feel like there's this energy here of like, it's been hard, it's been tough, and here comes Kuan Yin and this butterfly. Like there's like this lightness that is surrounding you, that is really softening everything so that it doesn't feel so hard. And again, like I feel like with the star card as well, it's like the nurturing time, and she's, under the stars at night. It could be that, there are certain times of the day, maybe early in the morning or late at night, where you really take that time, allow yourself to have that time to nurture your well-being, where it's quiet, where everyone's sleeping. There's moments where there's just like this energy of purity that you're able to connect with, that rejuvenates you in such a beautiful way. And it's very gentle. It's gentle, and yet it's so powerful. It's so profound that, the contrast is so deep, and you can feel it so deeply. And then you can feel it when you're in this energy that maybe, like it requires a lot of strength and a lot of grit. And, the stone is like, just like you've got to stand your ground, and you've got to, take some action. You've got to say some things, and your tone may be like, and yet there's such a softness and a beauty that's surrounding you that you can feel, that's nurturing your spirit, that's nurturing your heart and those around you, okay? I just feel like there's a lot of love here. Like you're very loving. You always were choosing to respond in love in the best ways that you can. And you're recognizing like where others abuse that energy of love. It's like you can feel the subtleness, the softness of true unconditional love, the beauty of it, the compassion, the honesty, the loyalty, the beauty, the peace that is that true unconditional love versus, the more narcissistic love, which is like in your face, like forceful, you know, it's like it's not soft like the butterfly or like Kuan Yin, okay? It's really beautiful. These are really powerful realizations and really good for, you know, growth as a human being. It's really going to serve you well moving forward, okay? I'm going to get one more here from the Earth Magic. Eagle Communion. So I feel like your spirit guides are really communicating with you, the earth and nature. You know, if you have moments where you can spend some time meditating, and not even meditating necessarily, but just like even if you're out on a walk outside, or you're driving in your car, and you know, I feel like the birds will speak to you, the animals. Like anytime you need a little reassurance, look to nature. Because you're receiving downloads and messages all the time right now, especially when you're going through anything challenging, and when you're not going through the challenging stuff and you have those moments of just pure peace. I feel like there's, you know, such a softness that comes through for you in profound ways. Like you're always, your soul's always going to be creating those moments for you and time for you that's serene and peaceful and really deep, you know, where it's just for you and nobody else, and communicating with you in a way that's really special and unique to yourself, okay? So anytime you need it, just know that it's going to arrive for you, okay? And we have by the book, number 11. It's like there's like a, you know, a spiritual law or spiritual orders in the way that, you know, things are in life. And I feel like you're really in alignment with that. You're very much aligned with it. Understanding the spiritual laws of nature, and like, you know, it's a process, it's a transformation. There's order to the chaos, so to speak. And you're someone who likes to do things by the book, you know. You like to do them right. You don't like to bypass anything or do things, you know, half-assed, or, you know, I'm hearing like sideswiped. I'm hearing like you don't like to, like, you know, take the shortcuts necessarily. You know that, you know, to really gain full understanding and wisdom and knowledge in this life that serves you, you know, as best as it can, it's best to just do it right the first time and to learn as much as you can. And, you know, it's like there's no cheating on this. There's no getting away with anything. That's only going to hurt you, and you know that. So I feel like, you know, it's really time to be, you know, conscious of that. And like maybe the people around you aren't like that. They're kind of like, oh, well, we'll just do this. And you're like, no, that's just gonna make it worse in the end, right? So I feel like, you know, just remind yourself that you're recognized, your soul recognizes you, that, you know, you do things right to the best of your ability. You don't take any shortcuts or try and, like, you know, I don't know. It's like you understand, like, when you're committed to something or when you really want to learn something, you got to learn it right. And so I feel like now is a time like that more than ever. So really stay true to your soul guidance, stay true to your heart. Don't give up on yourself, you know, and remember that it's a process, and it's about staying true to yourself and, you know, reminding yourself how strong you are, especially when you're at the end of a cycle. It can feel like that's when you want to give up, you know, right before everything happens. So don't give up on yourself. Okay. Believe in yourself and know that everything is flowing through for you in perfect timing, and everything's manifesting for you, especially with finances. Like, I feel like there's been some worry there. So don't worry about your finances. Trust your soul, trust spirit, trust life itself. And, you know, just know that because you choose to do the right thing and because you are staying true to yourself, like, it's all happening. Like, you're not going to be facing lack and limitation anymore. Okay. So let's get one last card here from Nature's Whispers to end the message here. And actually, let me get a questions card first. Let's see what kind of question you can reflect on. How do I feel when I am positive? Why am I positive? How have I changed from finding faults to focusing on what is good? Okay, so this is really beautiful because you're entering into a time now where you're going to be feeling positive, and it's going to be easy and effortless to focus on the positive. Okay, it won't feel like there's so many things coming up that make you feel negative or cause you to have negative thoughts. You're attracting more positive environments and vibes and people into your life that are not negative minded, that are not abusive in any way. not narcissistic. Okay. Let's get a Nature's Whispers. Shift your energy, number 19, okay? Shift your energy. So this is beautiful. It's just, simply a matter of recognizing when things like feel heavy or negative, or, you're around this kind of golden mirror energy where it just aggravates you and you feel like you just have to really stand your ground. It's as simple as just, reminding yourself that you can shift your energy. Have compassion for yourself. Choose, know in your mind you're letting it go. You're not going to focus on this anymore. It's like being on a merry-go-round or a broken record, or like banging your head on a brick wall. It just never ends, right? And I feel like it's just like recognizing when enough is enough. It's about choosing to commune with yourself, your soul, nature, the universe, the spirit, your guides, your team, however you want to see it. And you have the power to do that. You can move mountains, rivers, trees. You can determine what your world is like. That is your right. That is your birthright. That is your joy, your pleasure, your life. This is your life. So I feel like, it's like reminding yourself at any point in time when things are whatever, it doesn't matter what anyone else is doing. You have the power to shift your own energy, and that is your choice. No one can tell you not to, okay? No one can tell you anything, truly. It's all about what you choose to do with your life, what you choose to create, and you have the power to shift your energy and to create whatever reality it is that you desire, okay? And I feel like your spirit guides, your team is here to help you. When you set that intention, they're going to help you shift your energy. So it's like you're not doing it all by yourself. You're not all alone. Even here with the elephants by the book, like they're together. They're not necessarily like following this elephant off a cliff or anything like that. Their all intention is the same. They're looking for food. They're together so that they can stay, together and safe and not wander off from one another. Like it's not like no one's above or below anyone. It's just a matter of being a team and working together. And I feel like your soul, your spirit guides, your team, and letting you know that you have a team. You are a part of a team. It's not just you. And, I just feel like you have so much support around you, and becoming more aware of that is really going to help you in so many ways, especially here with any instances or moments when you really feel guided to speak your truth and go after what it is that you want, because you deserve it, okay? This is all about you feeling good and positive and, not finding fault in yourself, not beating yourself up anymore over things that you have no control over, okay? You're focusing on the good. And so that's what you're attracting into your life, okay? It's absolutely beautiful. So group number 2, I truly hope this message resonated and just brought affirmation and guidance moving forward for you. And thank you all, to all of you who subscribed to my channel. If this message resonated, please do subscribe. And I look forward to the next messages that come through for all of you. I'll be back again very soon. So until then, take amazing care of yourself. Keep taking good care of yourself. And I will see you all for the next pick a card. All my infinite love as always. Peace. Hello, group number 3. How are all of you beautiful heart and souls? Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm super happy to be back with all of you. So you guys chose Gaia Nurturing. So let's see what wants to come through for all of you. I'm feeling like this is a time when your soul's really guiding you to tune into the quality of nurturing yourself, nurturing the earth, nurturing your environment, the foods that you eat, the people in your life, your arts, your crafts, your skills, your talents, whatever is precious to you in your life. However you're investing your time and energy to be nurturing, really nurture that nurturing quality. And you're going to be receiving a lot more nurturing energy in your life. So let's get a Bob Ross card here. We've got the King of Pentacles or the King of Diamonds. Find freedom on this canvas. Oh, I love it. So isn't this beautiful? Because it's like, here's Mother Earth, Gaia. And it's so full of life. It's teeming with life. It's just like endless life everywhere. There's so much there's so much life, and there's so much we can choose to nurture in this life. And really, I feel like there's something here about being in tune with just the quality of nurturing, the energy of nurturing. And wherever you are in your life, whatever moment you're in, you're just going to naturally know how to nurture the moment. Whatever it is that you're focused on, whomever that you're with, it's all about nurturing right now, and just nurturing the energy, nurturing the good vibes, nurturing the life, nurturing the love, nurturing the laughter, the joy, the happiness, the peace, whatever it is. It's just this beautiful energy of being a part of this beautiful masterpiece of life, the color, the beauty, the depth, the texture, the feelings and emotions that bring such a sense of fulfillment and well-being. Okay, absolutely beautiful. Let's get some tarot here. See what's going on, what message your soul wants to give you. Let's see what we got here. Queen of Cups, look at that. So beautiful. This is beautiful. We have the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Emotions, right? The Queen of Emotional Fulfillment and Well-Being with the King of Pentacles here. I feel like there's such a quality of abundance here, right? Like the King's like, yes, Queen, whatever you need, whatever you need to nurture the world is at your service. Like whatever it is, whatever you need to nurture the world around you, nurture yourself, nurture those you care about, the things that you truly enjoy engaging in, like all of that. It's just like you have the resources. Everything's provided that you need to fulfill whatever nurturing that your heart is set on fulfilling. Okay, I feel like there's such an ease here. She's just peacefully standing there with a cup of her favorite beverage and appreciating. Like there's an energy of appreciation and gratitude for being able to fulfill the role of nurturing, to be able to breathe life, so to speak, into that which she loves, and it's like she doesn't even have to breathe. She's just like, her heart is so open and so big, and yet it's also sacred. It's not something you have to go around showing off or like, shouting to the world that you're, nurturing things. Like you just feel this beautiful innate feeling within yourself that is so content, because that that's where your heart truly is. And it's like you can appreciate yourself as someone who is walking that path, like authentically and truly in alignment with who you are. So this is beautiful. Find freedom on this canvas. There's a freedom that's coming with it. It's like you're free. You're being supported in that. Look at this, the Magician. Wow. So new ideas and inspirations that you're bringing into this physical life, that you're able to begin manifesting. You're able to start some new projects, some new visions that you've had in your heart for a while. You're able to go out and purchase the resources that you need, the materials, the supplies, whatever it is. It's like a time where you get to get busy alchemizing and creating and doing some things. So that's really beautiful. Oh my goodness. And we have the Queen of Swords. So, I love how she's standing here with the roses and the clouds behind her. It's like there's such a beautiful balance here of being able to be in your heart and loving and nurturing, and also, being kind of stoic about all of it. It's like you don't need to speak or talk unless it's necessary. And the words that are pouring out of your mouth are so truthful, in alignment with truth, so full of love, that you don't even really need to say a lot for the energy to be felt. It's like there's just this satisfaction and fulfillment that comes with that. It's like less is more, because you're focused on, it's like you're so focused, your intentions are so pure, and you're so aligned, and the action steps are already being taken, that it's like you're just doing your thing, and the words that come out of your mouth are very natural, and it's all in the moment. It's being present in the moment and not having to think anymore really about stuff, because it's like you're so aligned. It's like everything is beautiful. Everything is beautiful. So maybe, just reassure yourself that at certain times, like the Queen of Swords, she doesn't need to speak unless spoken to or unless she has something to say, right? So I feel like that's a freedom that comes with that. You know, it's like you're free to focus on creating. You're free to focus on nurturing. You're free to, you know, be in your heart and dream of how you want to nurture your reality, nurture life, and enjoy. Like, be in your enjoyment. Be in the pure energy of freedom of enjoying your life. Okay, so this is just absolutely beautiful. It's so beautiful. Let's clarify here. We have strength with the Queen of Cups. That's beautiful. The Fool with the Magician. So just, you know, whatever is like, oh my goodness. And we have some Five of Wands with the Queen of Swords. So you're able to really embody your strength at this time, especially when it comes to your emotions. You know how to safeguard yourself. You know how to stay protected. You know how to manage your emotions. You're very stable in how you feel. You know, it's like, it's not so much about wearing your heart on your sleeve as it is just knowing who you are and where your heart is focused. Having compassion for those who may not understand, and being able to be there for people in times of need and not overextend yourself. Okay. And I feel like with the Fool here and the Magician, it's like, it's all just like great. Like, you're just excited to just, it's like a clean, open slate where you're just ready to discover new things and do whatever. Like, it's just like whatever you want to try, whatever is new for you, like, you're just excited. It may be projects and different things that you've been dreaming of doing them, and now finally you get to, and so it's like, woo, you know, you get to just have fun with it and explore, and it's a new adventure, and it's infinite possibilities, and it's a wonderful time to dream and envision things and get to try them also. And I feel like here with the Five of Wands and the Queen of Swords, you know, there may be some people that maybe, it's like, I feel like there's times where maybe you've been able to speak more, or like talk. It's like talking on the phone to a friend every day or every few days, and maybe right now you're so busy with other things right now that it's not, you know, it's like a time for people to focus on their own selves. You don't have to be the one talking all the time or communicating all the time. Like, it's okay for you to kind of pull back from that and just focus on what's important right now. And I feel like there's a little bit of conflict going on with like the heart energy. Like, you know, maybe there'll be situations or people that want or demand your attention when really you know that that's not where you need to have your focus right now. And so it may cause a little bit of upset. And at the same time, I feel like because you're so aligned with your truth, like, you'll say what you need to say without it being harsh or, you know, coming off the wrong way. Like, I feel like if there's any sort of disagreeing energy or whatever, it's like, it's something that they're going to have to, you know, learn from. So I feel like you're a really good person to learn those lessons from, because you are going to stay true to your truth. Like, there's nothing that's going to persuade you to, you know, get involved in some sort of dialogue or conversation that is going nowhere. Like, this is really about being in your empowerment, and by doing so, you empower others to speak their truth and to be in their truth and have those realizations and understandings. It's like, you know, they can watch how you do it, but they can't interfere, you know? So, be mindful of any conflict that's going on within you when it comes to like your passions and disagreements or anything like that. Just know that it's a time of transition, and that every opportunity that comes up, any sort of conflict, is an opportunity for you to respond in your truth, respond in your authentic nature, and being able to speak to it in truth and not going further into it, like not getting caught up in any sort of like arguing type of dialogue. Like, it's an opportunity to learn how to respond in the way that you feel proud of and that you feel good and that is aligned with love in your heart. Okay. The Queen energy, my goodness, beautiful feminine energy here in this reading. Even the woman here with strength. I feel like there's such a deep strength that you have, and so don't ever doubt yourself. Especially right now, you know, don't doubt yourself. Believe in yourself. Know that everything you know, all the wisdom that you know and you carry in your heart is so profound, and you've been through experiences, and you know. Okay, and I feel like whatever sort of conflict, it's like there's resolution, and you're a beautiful example to others in your life on how to respond to things versus react. Okay. We have the axe, breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. So that could have something to do with this Five of Wands energy here. There may be people in your life or situations where you just have to say, you know, enough's enough. I got to cut you out right now. You know, like what I'm focusing on is so important. And if you can't get behind that and support that, you know, I'm going to have to let you go right now. It could be something that you're just saying enough is enough. I've got to stop this pattern. This pattern is destructive, self-destructive. It's not helping anything. With the silent treatment here or abandonment, it's like, I feel like you're very aware of those types of patterns and energy. And so you're not going to feed those, you know, you're not going to feed something that leads to abandonment or, you know, feelings of separation or you know, it's like, it's one thing, you know, the silent treatment is like when somebody is leading you on, so to speak, that they're refusing to talk to you but they're saying in another breath, like, oh no, I want things to work out, and then they're not talking to you. Like, I feel like the Queen of Swords is like, no, you know, we either talk about this and resolve it, or there's nothing to talk about, you know. Like, it's like, if someone can't get on board with, you know, honest communication, truthful communication, really allowing themselves to open their hearts, like, it's time for them to move on. And you know, it's like the Queen will just say, no, I'm not discussing any sort of, you know, false behaviors or programs or beliefs that are rooted in fear. I'm not doing that. So just know that you have the support behind you if that's the case. If you need to, you know, just put an end to something that's, you know, not healthy, that's not serving anyone, and know that you have the compassion, the strength in your heart to stay true to your integrity and do the right thing, okay? Because there's so much good stuff going on here for you. You're not abandoning anyone. You're not saying, you know, anything other than, you know, when you're ready to speak truth and in your heart, then I'm here. Otherwise, I got, you know, this beautiful life I'm focused on, okay? Let's get a questions card. Why do I accept my sexuality? How have I changed from being unaware of the sacredness of my sexuality to making love? How do I feel when I accept my sexuality? Okay, so that's a very personal question for you to ponder and reflect on. It could be that, you know, you're feeling this new invigorated heart energy, love energy, and you feel, you know, this new sense of love for yourself. And you know, if you have a romantic partner or if you're manifesting one, how you value your sexual energy, your sacredness, because it is the energy of creation, right? It's the energy that we create with in a way that is true and pure to our authentic nature, to who we are, that's in connection with nature. And it's all about really seeing yourself as a sacred being, you know, living that sacred lifestyle. And some people call it tantra or something, but it's, you know, it's really about just seeing life as sacred, seeing yourself as sacred, and everything you create as sacred. And so it can awaken new feelings of your sexuality where you're really mindful of that energy and who you share it with and how you speak about it to others. Especially here with the feminine queens, you know, the energy of beauty and love and trust. This all has to do with, you know, how we perceive our own sexuality. So it may be that you're entering into a time in your life where that's deepening that bond within yourself, that intimate connection within yourself. You know, the Queen of Cups, very intimate energy. The King of Pentacles here. So it's like the relationship of intimacy is deepening in a way that's so beautiful and unbreakable, right? There's a trustworthiness here with you, a lot of trust. Especially with the Magician and being able to manifest new creations and new things in your life. So, you know, I feel like this is a very personal question for you to just ponder and think about, you know, over the course of your life and how your connection and intimate relationship is with your sexuality, how it reflects everything in your life on a day-to-day basis, okay? Loving yourself and having ultimate trust and being your own best friend and companion, and knowing how to respect yourself and all of those things is really beautiful. And, you know, again, here with this axe, and like it's like, I feel like you are a very loving person. And so these situations with the Queen of Swords, you know, that's why the Queen of Swords energy is here to help you face any sort of difficult situations that don't feel so loving, right? And to reflect on, you know, those relationships in our life and how we attract them into our life and what they're meant to teach us about ourselves, how it empowers us to you know, move towards a deeper, intimate connection with our own self, our own soul, and loving ourselves, okay? There are certain things that are necessary in our lives when it's time to let something go, and or people go, relationships go that aren't serving our own beautiful, you know, relationship to ourselves. We've got to do the hard things, right? And we have the deceit card. So I feel like there may be this energy of deceit, you know, and that's, you know, again too, and this is all this red, and you know, it's like the person here looks, you know, unwell, and yet it's like they're trying to portray this energy of love and passion and romance, like I'm so loving and whatever, and we just know that that's not true, right? And I feel like whatever it is, it's helping you see this energy of deceit. So it's helping you become more wise, more informed, especially as you're, you know, in this very attractive energy. It's, you know, in the world we live in today, it's inevitable that we're going to attract some negative attention or some negative types of individuals. And it's not because we're negative or we're bad or anything, but it's about learning how to respond to people and seeing all people truly as sacred, even when they're in this deceitful energy, even when they're in an energy of, you know, being, you know, it's them feeling unworthy of such love that you possess, so to speak, that you've, you know, aligned with, that you've chosen to go within yourself and do that work and really come into a place of knowing yourself. And I feel like this is all about teaching you how to respond to certain types of individuals, situations, environments, so that you can continue to explore in life and have adventures and do things without it affecting you as a person, right? It's like every opportunity that comes before you is a way to learn how to grow and respond when it's difficult. And I feel like, you know, if you can feel when it's difficult, when it creates tension within yourself and conflict within yourself that affects your passion, your sexuality, kind of runs you down a little bit. So whatever this energy of deceit is, you're being guided to give it the axe, you know, let it go. That's why the Queen of Swords is showing up here. And I feel like you have everything you need, you know, to nurture yourself, nurture that which you truly love, nurture your own sacred sexuality energy, your own sacred passionate energy, your sacred strength. There's something here with the word sacred and nurturing and really understanding what you have, you know, being grateful for what you have. And, you know, the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords, you know, and the Kings, all of them, they're going to protect that with everything they have, you know. You're never mean or rigid or anything. However, there are times in your life when you need to, you know, be that more stoic person without showing so much emotion, you know, like being more stoic, yeah, less emotional, right? Wow, let's get some other cards here. Let's see what the Ascended Masters want to say. Trust your intuition, because you know within your, you know, your gut, your heart. We've got crystals, Epona. We've got the unicorn energy here. We've got crystals. So I feel like there's, you know, this don't be tricked or disillusioned by like magic tricks or like, you know, I feel like it has to do with like the quality. Again, we opened up the reading with the quality of energy here. You can feel the quality of energy. You can feel when it's true unconditional love, when it's true, you know, sacred energy versus something that doesn't feel sacred, something that feels off, like something feels deceitful, untrustworthy. Trust that feeling within yourself. Trust that gut feeling, because you can feel it, okay? Like it's like not being disillusioned by like trinkets and gems and gold and all of that. Like not all that glitters is gold type of energy. It's like you can feel the difference between the purity of something and when it's lacking the purity, okay? Let's get one more here. Flow of prosperity, Lakshmi. Beautiful. Okay, so again, I mean, you can feel the purity within Lakshmi, within the, you know, the elephants, the flowers, the lotuses, the pure energy of your soul, of nature, versus, you know, any sort of illusory type of energies. You know, we have the curtains and the coins I think that he's holding, and wearing rings, and just, it's not so much about what people wear, what they look like. It's more about the feeling. You can feel, people's intentions, the color of the skin, the way that they look at you in the eyes, if they're being, I want to say, like, when they're not being direct with you, so to speak, like when you're in the truth, you can look at somebody square in the eyes, straight in the eyes, whatever. And I feel like it's a good opportunity for you to really become aware of it as you're moving forward, because what you're creating is so beautiful, and you really want to just be mindful, of your boundaries and what you're allowing into your life at all times. Okay. And with this flow of prosperity here with Lakshmi, is like, there's nothing to worry about. Like, you're going to make all the right decisions. You know what's right for you. And when you've got to do anything that's hard, you're going to have the energy to do it. You're going to know what to do, and you're just going to be able to do it. You won't even have to think about it. Okay. And it's nothing to worry about either. You won't even be aware of it until you need to be aware of it. Okay. So just know this flow of prosperity is with you, and a lot of beautiful, abundant energy with you flowing into your life. And here we have the owl, deception and wisdom. So this is really beautiful, because you're being gifted with wisdom, wisdom that's going to help you really strengthen your foundation moving forward, your legacy, your love. Whatever you're building is solid, and learning the wisdom of deception and deceit and all of that is a part of the journey, as you know. And so you're being given these opportunities to grow and to become an even stronger human being every day. It's absolutely beautiful. I feel like you're going to be receiving some deep insight into why you're receiving these lessons, what it's all about. Here we have poised. You could be in the public eye more, so there's going to be a lot more eyes on you, possibly. It could be that you're becoming very successful in whatever it is you're doing, so you're going to gain a lot of recognition, a lot of people becoming aware of you, people you don't know. And there's so many people out there. It's like, as you begin to really grow and shine, especially if you're creating something, sharing something with the world that's very beautiful, you're naturally going to have a lot of eyes on you and attract a lot of attention. Not every single person is going to have the best intentions, just because they've yet to learn some lessons. So I feel like you're receiving this wisdom right now to prepare you just for, if anything were to arise, that you know how to respond to it, that you know what to do, that you never feel like you don't know what to do or anything catches you off guard, So, it's like, be prepared, because there's just like so much goodness coming your way. And this woman's poised on this pedestal, like, it's so well deserved and well earned, and it's good to know, all of the ins and outs, And I feel like you're being given that right now. A lot of wisdom in deception, especially, so that you can see it before it sees you, so to speak, and you know what to do, and you don't get sucked into anything that you don't want to. You don't get scammed or lied to necessarily, and if you do, you don't put, it's like your heart doesn't take a hit. It's not going to destroy you or hurt you. It can't hurt you. Okay, and it's like you're not. Your response to it, if necessary, is only beneficial for the other person. Like, it helps them grow. It helps them see what they need to. And that's really beautiful. Okay, so be prepared, whatever this is. You're just going to feel like it's like, poised. It's like all eyes are on you, and it feels really good. And yet it's not about necessarily all the eyes on you. It's just that you're naturally attractive because of what you do. And so, your soul, the universe, the world is helping you in the unseen very, very much to just be aware of it. Just be aware of it. And these cards wanted to flip out too. We have between worlds and peace. So, yeah, I feel like your life is evolving to a whole new expansive place that, you're ready for. And you may not feel like completely ready, because it's like your life is getting ready to really take off in ways that you've only dreamed of, and yet there's such this sense of peace, There's a sense of cooperation and joy, and see this, the egg, it still isn't hatched, you're between worlds, you're poised, and yet it's like no one's seen you yet. It's like you're practicing, it's like practicing for your big role, and by the time that you're able to present everything, you're just like a pro, like that's what it feels like. And everything that you're learning right now is preparing you for, everything in your life, just like always. It's just, I feel like you're very much aware of it now, more so than you've ever been. And you're feeling this, this dance with the world around you, with the energies around you, your spirit, your guides, your team, the elementals of Gaia, the flowers, the trees, the animals, not just the people. It's like everything is working together, alchemizing together here with the magician, and you're a part of all of that. And I feel like there's such a freedom that you're experiencing or yet to experience. I mean, I just feel like it's already around you, and you're ready for this. Like, it feels so good. And you don't have to know what the next step is or what to do. It's all going to unfold very naturally every day, in every moment, that you can just relax and feel into that energy of peace. You don't have to know how it's all going to unfold. It's like every day your soul's going to guide you in the most beautiful ways, or you can just, when you wake up in the morning, you move with your body, you move with your intuition. It's like there may be, new types of ways that you go about your day even that feel really good to you. And it's just, you're all in that flow of prosperity. I feel like there's a great ease here, especially with becoming more aware of any sort of deceptive energies. That helps you feel settled and peaceful in your own body, spirit, heart, and mind. It helps you really see things for what they are, so that you don't get caught up in it. And I want to say defer you. It can't detour you. It can't like sidetrack you. It can't take you away from, what you're focused on. Okay. And you've got the power. You're empowered to do whatever it is that's necessary to, keep yourself safe and protected and loved and all of that. So, wow, group number 3. This is an amazing reading. Let me get one more here from Nature's Whispers. So, just take your time every day, move at your own pace, your own flow, and allow things to just continue unfolding naturally for you, okay? Just, again, this focus on the quality of life, the quality of nurturing yourself in every moment, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, is this energy of nurturing and freedom. It's beautiful. We have breakthrough. Look at that, number 8. The number of strength, breakthrough. So yeah, whatever this is that you've been through, it's like you're breaking through, and there really truly is freedom for you. It could be breaking through certain programs or, ideas and things that felt deceitful to you, and you finally recognize them for what they are. It's brought a lot of clarity into your life, a lot of color, a lot of, joy and freedom, breakthrough. It's like this feeling of complete joy and peace, where you're just like, I'm free. I get to experience whatever it is my heart desires. I get to create it. I get to live this life the way that I choose. And it's just so beautiful. It's so beautiful, okay? So, this is a powerful moment in your life, and you're breaking through whatever you need to and moving forward with such grace and ease and, prosperous wisdom and knowledge and resources and whatever it is that your heart desires. It's all being provided for here, and you get to be present with it and nurture it in every moment of the day and night, whatever, okay? Find freedom on this canvas. I love that this came through with the King of Pentacles. It's like, the king's on board with the queen, like the queen, whatever the queen says goes. I like it. So I truly hope this message resonated with all of you, and brought you wisdom and guidance moving forward, just affirmed and validated where you're at. And I thank you all so much for tuning in. If you're a return subscriber, thank you so much, all of you, for subscribing. I've missed you all. I'm so happy to be back. And please do subscribe if you're new to the channel and the messages resonate. I welcome you, and thank you all so much for tuning in. I will be back again very soon with another pick a card. So until then, keep taking amazing care of yourselves. I love you all infinitely, and I'll see you again very soon. Peace.